Your son got into Tsinghua or Peking University because he's capable. What's that got to do with you? You're still the nanny my family pays. You're just jealous! So what if your family's rich? Can your family produce a kid who gets into Tsinghua or Peking University? No! That's why we pay people to work for us. It's simple. You work, I pay you. You don't work, you leave. Your pay this month is $8,000. The bird's nest was $1,000, so I already sent the remaining $7,000. I'll add another $4,000 as 2 weeks severance. Mrs. Sun, you're fired. Pack your things and leave. Fire me? You think you can just fire me? Getting rid of me won't be that easy. I'm telling you, Shenyang, you know how your dad's factory has survived this long? Connections. Once my son starts at Tsinghua or Peking University, any classmate he meets could become a big official someday. One word from him, and your family's business is finished. You crossed me, so just wait till you go under. Hello, Manager Lee. I have a fired nanny refusing to leave my house. Please bring 2 security guards up here. You're seriously doing this? I don't joke about things like this. Fine, Shenyang. Just you wait. My son is about to be a Tsinghua or Peking University student. Messing with me means messing with one of the country's future elites. This isn't over. Who does she think she is? Once my son makes it big, your family's first on the list? Pfft, bunch of nouveau riche. Mom, I fired Mrs. Sun. Then she's fired. I've seen how she's been acting these past 2 weeks. But old Lin is still driving for your dad. Will that make things awkward? Mom, those are separate issues. If old Lin does his job properly, his wife's behavior has nothing to do with him. If he doesn't, we'll deal with him too. Old Lin, what happened to the front of the car? Just scraped it a little. No big deal. That dent alone will cost at least $100,000 to fix. So it's $100,000. Your family's not hurting for that kind of money. Old Lin, today's not your day off. Why do you have my dad's car and you've been drinking? So what if I drove my boss's car? My son took his high school teachers out today for a thank you banquet. I had to show up in something respectable. I'm telling you, when I pulled up in this car, everyone on the street stared. Even the teacher said, "No wonder your son's going to a top university. Your family's got money, so that means you can drive drunk?" I only had 2 shots. What's the big deal? I've been driving for 30 years. I could make it back with my eyes closed. Give me the keys, why should I? This is my dad's car, not yours. Starting today, you don't touch it again. Shenyang, what's that supposed to mean? I heard you fired Mrs. Sun today, and now you're coming after me too. I'm telling you, our Yaozu got into Tsinghua or Peking University. Your family should be trying to stay on our good side, and you still want to kick us out? Old Lin, look for yourself. You've been using my dad's car for side jobs, $300 a trip, 9 trips in 2 weeks. So I picked up a few people along the way. What's wrong with that? The car was just sitting there anyway. That car is worth over $4 million. If something happens to it, can you afford to pay for it? Pfft, don't jinx me. We've got a top student in the family now. What accident could possibly happen? You used the company car for personal business. 11 traffic violations in 2 weeks, $6,800 in fines, over $4,000 in gas, 9 paid side trips, plus today's damage and the drunk driving damage. The dealership's minimum repair estimate is $120,000. Are you paying for all that? Paying for what? We're not paying a cent. Your family's loaded, and you're making us pay to fix a car? Have you no shame? Our money is for Yaozu's college. Not 1 cent is getting touched. Me. Pay? Why should I? I've driven for your dad for 5 years. Even if I get no credit, I've put in the work. So, what if I used your car for a few days? Besides, who was I doing it for? My son's reputation. Why should my family pay for your son's reputation? Because my son deserves it. Yaozu, it's her. She's the one who bullied your mom. Mom told me everything. I wasn't going to bother arguing with people like you. All your money is just dirty money anyway. But you've gone way too far. So here's your chance. Give me this car as a college gift for getting into Tsinghua or Peking University. You pay all the traffic fines yourselves, give my mom her job back and raise her salary to $12,000. Do those 3 things, and once I make it big, I might let today's mess slide. If you don't, once I have power and connections, your family's the first one I'll bring down. You hear that? My son is giving you a chance. Shenyang, what are you doing? Hello, 110? Someone here drove a vehicle after drinking. Both the driver and the car are still here. Please send someone over. Yes, he's also suspected of unlawfully taking someone else's property, worth over $4 million. Aren't you the top university student? Great. Let's have the police see whether Tsinghua or Peking University takes students with criminal records. Officer, we're innocent. We're honest people. Officer, this is all a misunderstanding. We're practically family. We were just fooling around. My husband and I worked ourselves to the bone for their family for 5 or 6 years. Now they're jealous because our son got into Tsinghua or Peking University, so they're trying to ruin our whole family. 86 milligrams per 100 milliliters. The legal threshold for drunk driving is 80. Impossible, I only had 2 drinks. 2 shots of liquor and you still drove? You're suspected of dangerous driving. Come with us for a blood test. Officer, you can't arrest him. My son is going to Tsinghua or Peking University. If his dad gets locked up, how is my son supposed to go to school? You can't destroy a top student's future. What does his father's drunk driving have to do with whether his son goes to college? Breaking the law is breaking the law. Shenyang, are you happy now? You ruined our family like this. Doesn't your conscience bother you? If you have any conscience at all, go tell the police you won't press it. Everyone, come judge for yourselves. My husband and I served their family for 5 or 6 years without complaint. Now that my son got into Tsinghua or Peking University, they're jealous and set us up. They deliberately got old Lin drunk, then called the police on him. How vicious can you be? It's my boss's car, but it's practically the same as mine. I can drive it whenever I want. I had 2 shots, so what? I've been driving for 30 years. He drank the alcohol himself and drove the car himself. Who else is there to blame? And he used someone else's $4 million car like a taxi. Who would put up with that? Mrs. Sun, he drank the alcohol himself and drove himself. Did I stop him? Did I force him? How are you blaming this on me? As for whether I press charges, drunk driving is prosecuted by the state. That's not up to me. But the civil damages are. The dealership quoted $126,000 for repairs. The initial depreciation estimate after the accident is $180,000. 11 traffic fines total $6,800, and you used $4,300 from the company gas card for personal trips. And over the past 2 weeks, you stole supplements like Bird's Nest, Sea Cucumber, and Cordyceps. At purchase price, that's $21,000. Total $338,100. Under the employment contract and vehicle use agreement, it's all in writing. The responsible party pays. Over $300,000? Why don't you just rob us? Where are we supposed to get that kind of money? Everything we have is for Yaozu's tuition. That's your problem. If you owe money, you pay it back. If you don't, I'll sue and apply for court enforcement. Then your whole family can end up on the court's debtor blacklist. And whether a blacklisted debtor's child can pass a government background check, a top student like you should know better than I do. Ms. Shen, let's talk this out. Can you cut my dad some slack? If you sign a letter asking for leniency, we'll pay the money back little by little. Fine, but I have conditions. A $338,000 IOU, signed by all three of you. Pay it off within 2 years with bank rate interest. Also, within 2 weeks, your mom has to publicly apologize in the neighborhood owners group and clear up the lies she spread, and none of you are ever allowed in my house again. Do that, and I'll cooperate with a letter asking for leniency on the drunk driving case. Refuse, and I'll see you in court. And I'll make sure the university admissions office knows exactly what kind of family their student comes from. Hello, Mr. Wang. It's Lin Yaozu. Something happened in my family. You know a lot of people. Could you please put in a good word for us? Hello? Hello, Mr. Wang? Yaozu, don't sign it. If you sign, our family's finished. If I don't sign, we're really finished. I'm about to start school.